Welcome back to the horsemanship. We got Emmy, one of our volunteers, and her horse that was up for adoption through Falcon Ridge, but Emmy does such a good job around here. And this horse only bonds to, well, it used to be bonded to me and Emmy, but now it's more Emmy than me, which is all right. It's a little Arab. Emmy's been doing some foundation work with flags and getting them saddled, blank pad on them. So today we're going, with Emmy's help, we're going to put a saddle on them. And then after that, I'm going to let Emmy work him in Liberty. Now right here, I'm going to go ahead and snub him up, because some people think he's more scared, but actually he's using that more evasion. Right, here you go. Let me take that in. So I'm just going to have him, and Emmy knows the only time to let go of that rope is when the horse backs up real hard. But if he goes side to side, don't worry about me, just keep him on that snubbed up. And yeah, me and Emmy could spend a couple hours and getting him ready to saddle in the middle of the round pen. But me, I don't see nothing wrong with, if I have to snub him up like the first couple of times, I'm going to snub him up. My job is keep him from learning bad habits. And some horses, you keep trying to saddle them up in the middle of the round pen in Liberty, they just learn to move away from the saddle. And what I just did, I took my latigo and ran through my D-ring and my off girth, so I could slowly drop it. Yeah, I make a point whenever I saddle a horse the first few times, I always got a breast collar on because it'll keep that saddle in place. Yeah, Emmy's been, how long have you been coming out here?
Probably like a year.
Damn, isn't that long? Okay, just step back for a second. Huh? Yeah, I got it. Good boy. Now what I want to do, I'm going to let him sort of walk out on his own right now. I'm not going to ask him to move forward. Just let him walk off. Now here in a minute I'll get in here and ask him. Here you go, Em. You can do this part. Here you go. Come on, get in here. Now when he does that, what I'm going to do, yeah, just give me a second. Right now I'm not going to let him buck it out. I'm going to disengage that hip every time he goes bucking. Now you can do it. Now as soon as you see him crow hop, pull on his head and disengage him. Now ask him to move forward. Flip the rope. There you go. Now when I first put a saddle on a horse, I'm not going to just let him bucket out. Here in a minute I'm going to unhook him, retighten my girth.
Moving him.
Yeah, keep moving him. But this first little bit, so number one, so he don't get hurt, and I control that hip. I asked him just, I told him every time he acts like he's on crow hop, disengage him, pull him around. You know, this isn't, to me, a no-brainer. There you go. Alright, Em. Now he's relaxed enough. Now he's not going to do he might throw a couple hard bucks in there, but it's not be off, not much of anything. Get over here with me. Now you see how I just picked up his head? I turn him, get right beside him, and pick up his head and turn it. Okay?
Turn his head?
Yeah. You see how? Let's see if we can get him screw up. In other words, when I approach him, I got here, and I'm gonna work on this flexion. See, I got control of him. And this way, you know, I can keep here, and if he keeps moving, I can just keep. You know, that hiney's gonna keep going around. All right, do your thing with him. Get your whip and go play with him for a little bit. Right now he's hooked up with me. Hold on, go. Oh, you got a cow horse, Em. Yeah, Emmy can do a lot of stuff with this horse. She goes over the obstacle course and everything else without a halter. Like I said, this little gelding really bonded up to him. And it's nice to see. That's one of the few warm moments I get. It's nice to see. Anything you do a figure eight around the barrels, Em? And try it out. When you come out, try it to the next one. Try your feet. Try your feet. I'm gonna have to get my stick. There you go. Keep going. That's it. And you notice Emmy's not using no little orange sticks, no white sticks, no lunge whips, no nothing. All right, now when you get to the middle, stop them. You know, all that stuff, them are just tools and they're aids at a certain spot. You shouldn't need them anymore. And I guess you could say Emmy is a practitioner of true to horse horsemanship. She's learned a lot while she's been here. And she takes time, patience, she don't get worked up about it. You saw this gelding when he first got here. He was pretty well, everybody labeled him as having a screw loose. But he doesn't. In reality, he's just not very, he'll just trust certain people, and that's what it's going to boil down to. So, you know, this is a good example. If you take the time and put the effort to it, what you can achieve. And Emmy, I don't think, did you even have anything to do with horses in before you got here?
I rode a little bit, but nothing like, I mean, it was English lesson horses.
Yeah. And like I said, she's learned a lot here, and it's nice to see a young lady transfer. I mean, as things happen, she sort of just goes with it, stays calm, and she don't get upset about it. You know, horses, we need to be like horses in some respects. We need to live in the moment. And that's the way horses and dogs do. In reality, that's all we are. We are living in the moment. We cannot change the past. We cannot control the future. So the only thing we can have to deal with is the moment. And that moment of time, something bad happens, 10 seconds down the road, it's gone. It's finished. It's not there no more. So, you know, just let it go. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes people make in everything. They take what somebody says personally, what horses do to them personally. And horses are not out to, you know, it's not personal with them. Humans, it can get personal. But with horses, they're not. They react to a situation. You give them a good situation, they're going to react positive. You put them in a bad situation, they're going to act negative. You know, with that, they're not unlike people, but us, seems like we can get in a good situation. You got somebody there sees you're in a good situation and they want to screw it up. So who's the smarter of the animals, horses or people? Me, I sort of lean towards the horses. So, you know, it's just a little bit what we do here at Falcon Ridge with the rescue. The people that has donated to Ridge, to Nicky Branch, we appreciate it. But, you know, the hay bill gets up, so hell, we don't care if it's $1 or so. We go Falcon Ridge. Oh, we got falconridge.net.
falconridgerescue.org.
Oh, falconridgerescue.org. And you go there and get contact information with Nick. You know, I don't ask much from y'all. I know somebody even offered to help donate to pay for this $1,000 camera and everything. Well, if anything, send Falcon Ridge a donation. I'd appreciate that more than anything. And the horses would too. That way they keep getting fed. With that said, as I always say, be true to the horse, they'll be true to you. First and foremost, got to be true to yourself. Got to be. In order to succeed in anything in life, you got to be true to yourself, to your own needs and your own wants and your limitations and your specialty. And my kids and my family, special person out there, God bless and take care. We do that.